Okay, today I'm going to talk on something a little bit different. Health issues, particularly diabetes and diabetics, and the way that diabetics tend to be awfully self-destructive. What occasioned this is, not very long ago, was the second anniversary of my mother-in-law's death. She was diabetic. And because she could not stay away, no, let me rephrase that, because she would not stay away from sugar, she died. It's been driving me crazy for quite a while. For several years before she died, and for the 2 years since. Sitting there trying to figure out, why wouldn't she listen? Why wouldn't she lay off the damn sauce? I mean, it's worse than an alcoholic. Way worse. An alcoholic will not forego food for the poison, usually. They might eat crap. Again and again, she would frequently, when I was taking her to one of her various doctors, tell me how much she'd give to have my physique, to be in the kind of shape I'm in. Ask me how I did it. Well, I wish I could do that. And I told her, it's easy. Or more to the point, it's simple. First, you don't eat junk. Or if you do, you eat very little of it. Sure, I'll eat the occasional candy bar or Swiss roll or something like that. I like them. But I'm not diabetic. And for the most part, I eat very healthy. I'm a cook, I know what I'm doing. But it's not difficult knowledge to acquire either. Yeah? Especially if you're poor, the good food is cheaper. But she didn't want to hear it. I mean, she'd ask, but it was like talking to a wall. Every time I'd show up over at her house, she'd be sitting there with a can of liquid death in her hand. Actually, more often a 2-liter bottle. What do I mean by liquid death? In her case, Pepsi. But anything just loaded with sugar. This wasn't Diet Pepsi. No. Her daughter drank Diet Pepsi. Her daughter's healthy. She wasn't doing that. She was stuffing her face with some sort of sugar bomb, like a Swiss roll or things they call gobs, which is basically a couple of chocolate muffins with a whole bunch of sugar cream in the middle, and I admit they taste good once in a great while. And I'll admit that this is easier for me than for most people, diabetic or not, because I don't have much of a sweet tooth, and I never have. I'm more likely to be caught with my hand in the pickle jar than the cookie jar. But all of this doesn't matter. It's a matter of personal self-responsibility. And I'm addressing this to the diabetics who might be out there watching me, and you're not going to like it. If you will not lay off the sugar, which most diabetics seem to have an awful problem with, you are going to die. And you're going to die young, and it's going to be painful. Not only for you, but for everybody around you, because just about everybody that's involved with you is going to be trying to help you, because you're going to be saying you want their help. And then after you die, they're going to feel guilty that they didn't help you enough, even though in truth, what you did is just exactly the same as if you had taken a gun, put it to your head about this angle, and pulled the trigger. In fact, that would probably leave less mess and more answers. This is a matter of personal self-responsibility. You have absolute control of what goes into your mouth. You have mostly absolute control over your body, with the exception of your pancreas. You cannot afford to eat junk. And I don't mean money. It's your life. And it's your life rather immediately. You get that sugar up about 700, ooh, look, pop, blood coming out your ears, and you're dead. Yeah, I have my habits, and yeah, some of those habits will probably in time shorten my life. I'm working on it. And I take full responsibility for it. But overall, I'm 42 years old, I'm in good health, I work out regularly, and I don't eat garbage. And it's not a matter of life and death right now for me. I could eat that sugary garbage that you diabetics just can't resist. Now, I keep saying that, but it's wrong. It's won't resist. It's not can't resist. It's won't resist. You have choices. Make the smart ones. Don't kill yourself just because you can. I mean, seriously. If suicide is your aim, don't fuck around. Eat a bullet. It's faster. It's easier. It's probably easier on your family. On the other hand, if you want to live, grow some responsibility. Stay away from the fucking sugar. And you'll live a long life. Yeah, towards the end of it, you're going to have more problems than the rest of us will towards the end of our lives, because we aren't going to have the neuropathy in our extremities and all of that stuff. But you know what? The healthier you eat and the more carefully you monitor your blood sugar, the longer you put that off. There are many, many diabetics who live to a ripe old age by being careful. There are vastly more of you. I've known a lot of diabetics who see sugar, and an army wouldn't stop you from putting it in your gut. And you know what? I don't got no sympathy for you. You don't have to kill yourself with sugar. There's no reason to. There's not even any good excuse to. The alternatives, if you really needed to taste that sweet, are out there, and they won't kill you. Not the way sugar will. Sugar can kill you right now. Sugar's like taking a big blast of heroin, so big that it stops your heart. Or in the case of a diabetic, more likely, gives you a stroke. Is that what you want? Is that really what you want? Or are you just being fucking lazy? Monitor your blood sugar. Don't eat sugary garbage. And if you do, when you drop dead, in the unlikely event that there's an afterlife, I don't think you'll be able to justify what you've done.